Okay, everybody, good morning. Here we are in Lake Arrowhead, California. We spent the first day riding a bunch of the new 2018 Softails, and now we're on the 2018 Softail Street Bob. The Street Bob. This is the entry-level Softail for the 2018 model year. And this bike's basically the gateway for folks who want to experience, the performance and the pedigree of a big Harley twin. This bike at $14,500 will do that for you. And this is my first initial ride on this exact model. Yesterday I spent a lot of time on the other Softails. I was really impressed with the Fat Bob and the Heritage bike. These are really great bikes. Handling's way up, build quality is even better, fit and finish is improved. The dynamic from the throttle to the brakes to just the whole dynamic of the bike just has been improved. They even ride better, like they're more comfortable too, if you can believe that. And these are really neat bikes. The Street Bob features these mini 8 bars, mid controls. Like the rest of the Softail lineup, it's got that new Showa dual bending valve front suspension, and what that does is it allows there's basically the shims above the piston. They flex, they bend basically, and allow for more, better fluid dynamics. When you're on the compression stroke, or conversely on the rebound stroke, and it just basically lets the fork move with better action. So you're gonna have that good bump absorption when you hit big humongous potholes, and then it's not gonna be too stiff, where it's still gonna ride real nice on the smaller stuff. So it's cool technology. Of course, the rear suspension's a big deal. They've gone away from the twin shock setup and gone into a conventional single gas charged shock absorber that connects between the main frame and the swing arm. So gives a little bit better action again, a little more ground clearance, a little more sporty handling. And I like this bike, like I really do. I like these bikes. I like the engine. Harley-Davidson stayed true to the roots. These engines still have, a lot of charisma, a lot of character. When you're riding this thing, you're on an American V-Twin. There's no mistaking it. They just check all the boxes. They sound cool. They run awesome. They're smooth. The throttle response on this ride-by-wire bike it's great. You'd think that there was a mechanical connection, between the throttle bodies and the twist grip. It just works so well. It's on par with, the leading companies in the motorcycling world. So really cool to see. Just the handling of these bikes. God, these bikes are they handle so much better. Up until now, the old Softails, they're cool. They look cool. They sounded cool. They're kind of cool to ride around town, but I could never pony up the money to buy one just because they just lacked too much. These new Softails, they don't lack a whole heck of a lot. Crazy performance dudes are always gonna be like, oh my God, it's not an R1, it's not an FC09. But if you're looking for a classic piece, a classic motorcycle that makes you feel like the old days, it still has all the modern technology and the correct running and correct dynamic of a brand new machine, I think these bikes are gonna fit that sweet spot for you. All these different Softails have different instrumentation. This one has like a little LCD monochrome display. All the displays are a little small. I wish they were a little bit bigger, but at the same time, they don't take away from the aesthetics of the motorcycle. Like, look how neatly integrated that piece is into the top clamp. I know a lot of people up until now have spent way too much money on companies' websites, buying these little kits for their bikes, and it's cool now that it comes included in the motorcycle. Now you can spend that money on stuff that really matters, like tires and brakes and luggage and riding gear and all that kind of stuff. We're riding the Street Bob with the 107 cubic inch engine, and this thing's got gobs of torque. Yesterday we were riding it, and I just couldn't believe how low I can lug the engine. Even like right now, I'm in fourth gear, fifth gear, yeah, sixth gear, fourth gear, just lugging it. Sorry, I was in second gear, but you get the point. This bike it lugs real nice, chugs along good. You know, for a bike that weighs 650 pounds, a little over 650, you know, it's pretty manageable. This riding position isn't my cup of tea. I like something a little bit more, I guess, modern, but you know, if you're looking for this Mini 8 cockpit, you know, to make controls, your knees kind of up towards your chest a little bit, I think you're gonna like that. You know, the seat pan on this bike really supports my bottom well. It feels like it's almost custom made for me. Don't know if I'd want to ride the Phoenix on this bike, but you know, for quick jaunts around town, zooming around, I think it's pretty good. Now, when I was looking at this $14,500 Street Bob, I wasn't really impressed. You know, I'm not a guy who really likes Mini 8 handlebars. Those bikes really aren't my cup of tea. But God, when I started riding that thing, I just fell in love with it. It's just such a fun motorcycle. That riding position that traditionally would be kind of awkward for me, it actually worked really good. I felt really comfortable on the bike, and it really felt good when I was carving turns up in Lake Arrowhead. Left, right, left. That bike could do it all. And then just the aesthetics of it is just so gorgeous. And the 107 cubic inch engine is just, it's got power for days. You know, it's smooth, it's devoid of vibration, it has tons of torque. Sounds awesome, it looks awesome. These are really nice motorcycles. I think a lot of times Harley-Davidson gets a bad rap for maybe not making, you know, the most high quality stuff in the motorcycle industry. But after riding these 2018 bikes, I would definitely beg to differ. These motorcycles are very high quality, you know, built to perfection. It's almost like these things are what CVO bikes were just a couple years ago. The paint and the fit and the finish and how well everything is just calibrated is just that good. That Street Bob is probably the bike I would pick if I was looking for something to ride in, you know, in the city, something I wasn't really planning on touring on or going on long trips on. I think that Street Bob would be my bike just because it's the most affordable, it looks awesome, it rides great, and it's just a fun motorcycle.